over there with bad intentions.
This is not going to be a walk in the park. This is the real deal.
Back home, the British are ready for the American invasion.
They think they're in for an easy time. They're in for a shock.
They don't think too much of us.
Everybody knows English guys can't wrestle.
We don't have much time for them.
All they can do is shout.
They think they're better than anyone else.
We're bigger, we're stronger, and we're better.
So do we.
They come over here mouthing off. They make me sick.
It's a cultural collision waiting to happen.
Bring it on. Let's go! Pump is cheap. Let's do it.
Two nations at war in the wrestling ring, and only one can come out a winner.
To the first programme in a unique sporting event. It's the Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge. My name's Mark Webster. I am from London, England. You might have guessed that. This is Mark Carson. Where are you from,
From
sir?
sunny Connecticut in the USA.
Apparently it's quite lovely there. I have to trust him on that one. Okie doke, we've got the cream of talent from both sides of the water for you today. 16 wrestlers are going to be competing in this particular tournament. 8 from the UK, 8 from the US, and the best is going to be the one who comes out on top.
The cream rises to the top, but it won't be Devonshire cream that comes to the top. In this match, it'll be American.
Mike seems to think that the Yanks are going to win this one. We're going to find out over the next few programmes.
From Cumbria, weighing 225 pounds, the Vigilante!
Now, what's with this, Mark Webster?
And first up, here he comes. This is the Cumbria Cowboy. He is the Vigilante.
Come on.
We've got that American thing running for you straight away, Mike.
Oh, wannabe American, Mark. Don't go off half-cocked here. This guy's about as much of a cowboy as you are.
The whole point about the Vigilante is over here, and he's seeking revenge.
For what? For what?
Weighing 230 pounds, David Young!
David Young bearing his belts. But the revenge that the Cowboy is looking for is he wants revenge for you stealing our sporting heritage, Mike. Wrestling's our game.
Stealing it, improving it, and making it better all the way around. And David Young, now you've got a real American against a wannabe American.
Yeah, a real American might have to agree with you. No class, completely uncouth.
You'll watch, you'll see what he does in the ring.
Looks like the guys are ready for action.
Vigilante's got a long list of British triumphs to think of. Dunkirk.
He's going to be, he'll be fine in there. He just takes his time. Slightly bigger guy, it might be argued. There, getting rid of the gold. Vigilante moves straight in with a painful move. Now, let me just explain to you at this stage. These are 5-minute contests. If it's one inside the distance, it's 3 points for the winner. If it goes to a referee's decision, it's 2 points for the winner and 1 for the loser. Well, David Young, as he's known in this bout.
It doesn't look though. Nice drop toe hold by the Vigilante. Gotta give him credit for that one. He's got David Young in a headlock now.
No doubt he'll be claiming jet lag, Mike, but I've got to say the Vigilante's looking good and early.
He's looking pretty hokey. I mean, this is gunfight at the Hokey Corral. Vigilante shooting blanks, as far as I'm concerned.
I think you'll find David maybe heading for Boot Hill, mate. He's working him overnight. It's all the Vigilante so far. If this one goes the distance, you know where the points are going, mate.
It's going to be high noon for the Vigilante, Mark.
Once again, the Cowboys in. Oh, nice punches.
That's
What's
it.
that?
Get him back. Quick move to the head. That's simple wrestling skill. Puts him down now. David Young now ready to do the business.
Well, you say simple wrestling skills. I don't think our crowd, who understands good wrestling when they see it, like these kind of tactics, mate.
David Young's got him all lined up in his sights now.
Now, given there is a lot of David Young, but Vigilante's making small meal of him. He's landing heavy on this point.
Oh, but he missed off the rope. A high-risk maneuver, and he paid the price. Just not as smart as the Americans, Mark.
Vigilante's just got around 30 seconds to hang on in there. I think 30 seconds, and he's picked up the first points for the UK side, and that will be a tremendous start for our campaign to become the best wrestlers.
You're not going to give the decision to a wannabe over a real American. Turnbuckle did more damage to David Young than the Vigilante's done.
Self-inflicted injury there from Young. He's going up top. He's going up top. He's going to finish him here and now.
Headbutt off the top.
Going for the final, going for the press. He's going to get the count.
And there's the bell. No pin, no pin. There's the bell. It goes to the referee's decision.
It's gone to 2. That's a 2 count now.
It goes to the referee's decision, and the American has it, Mark.
It's going to John. No, there's our boy. It's our boy. Yes, indeed.
What
the
a
Vigilante
homer.
wins.
What a homer.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the Vigilante.
What do you expect? What do you expect from a British referee?
John Hall is one of the finest referees in the game. He knows the game. He used to play the game himself.
I'm not sure if John Hall knows what he's seeing. You know, I'm not sure if he's seeing.
So, first blood to the British. The Vigilante picks up 2 points. David Young gets 1 for going the distance, and the American is not very happy.
David, you are full of fighting, talking confidence. What went wrong?
There's no talking going on here. I'm telling you, I was robbed. You saw that he only did a 2 count, and then he raises his hand. That's not going to happen. When I go back out to that ring, I am going to kill the next Brit I get in the ring with. Nobody does this to me. You people are the rudest people I've ever met in my life, and I have no desire to talk to you any further.
Well, thank you, David.
From Gravesend in Kent, he weighs 240 pounds, Gary Steele!
Listen to the cheers for this man. Here is the great British hope. It is Gary Steele, a young man who's done the business before. He's been a champion.
Where did he get that cake? Did Superman tie-dye one of his leftovers?
Well, Gary, as we all know over here, is a genuine Superman. He's fought the Americans and he's beaten them, Mike.
Now, I got to admit, Gary Steele was the NWA World Champion. He won that title in the United States, but basically, he had one lucky match. He got one lucky win, and otherwise, he comes over here and beats up chumps.
His opponent hails from Huntsville, Alabama. He weighs 220 pounds, Sinn!
Speaking of beating up chumps, here's your latest.
Now this guy, he's gothic what it takes.
Well, I told you Gary's dangerous. This man's turned white with fear already, Mike. Am I correct in saying that?
Sinn is an interesting wrestler. I mean, Huntsville, Alabama, more like Hauntsville, Alabama, but he's a strange guy, but he's a smart wrestler, and he usually does just enough to win. You'd be surprised at the ways this guy can come up with wins.
Yeah, but he's up against a superior athlete in the shape of Gary Steele. He's up against a man in the exceptionally slippery uniform, very wise, except he's like a bar of soap for Gary down there. Couldn't get hold of him.
I mean, Gary's a British wrestler. He doesn't see much soap, you know, once a week in the tin tub.
I mean, look, we're only just a couple of minutes into this battle already, and look, it's just all still, Mike. I mean, you must know that. You can see that from where we're sitting here. Gary Steele all the way.
Well, like I said, Sinn's a funny wrestler. It sometimes takes him a long time to get into a match, and he doesn't really seem to do very much, but he can come up with wins. Missed that spinning kick, and Gary Steele lands a big elbow coming off.
Well, he's taking plenty of hits. He's doing that very well, Mike. I have to be said, it's Gary all the way.
And it's a slow start, that's all. You know, guys just came off the plane, they're jet lagged. It takes a while to get going.
That's your excuse, is it? Okay, well, I'll trust you on that. Yeah, Gary's working away, yes. He's going to straighten out those curves for him if he can. And look, there's the base of our level. That's how we stand at this point. It is the commissioner
of the Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge.
He's keeping on top of the game. This is the man who knows the rules. He made the rules and he's just making sure it's a good, clean fight. And you can't believe just how easily Gary is winning this fight. I'm sure that's what's going through his mind at the moment.
I wonder why he was out there, though. Do you think maybe he's checking on J.J. Rivers, the referee he brought in from the States?
Well, I wouldn't care to speculate about such things, Mike, because that would imply certain impropriety on the Americans.
Well, the commissioner is there supposedly to make sure everything works out fine. And there's Sinn. Sinn's getting back into this match now.
The commissioner is out there because he wants to make sure that when he sees his grandchildren, what happens is he said, I was there when I saw the change. Once again, Gary getting himself on. He's got the crowd with him. He's got the points in the bag. This is a great start for what has to be said is our #1 contender for this title.
Takes down Sinn from the headlock. Sinn has spent a lot of time down on the mat.
Now, what does Sinn actually do trying to get himself back into
See the reversal there with the head scissors? Got Gary Sinn the head scissors, and this is going to hurt him.
Okay, I'm liking it, but it's the first time I've seen him actually do anything apart from suffering, Mike.
Well, like I said, it took him a while to get acclimated. Jet lag takes over. Sinn doing just enough to stay in the match.
And I do believe just seeing his mouth there, that not only is he going to need a doctor at the end of this bout, perhaps a dentist as well wouldn't go missing.
And he's got about as many teeth as your toothless British lion.
Gary back on top where he's been for this entire bout, and I think we're on our way to our first serious victory here for our #1 contender.
I suppose Gary Steele's got a full Austin Powers set of teeth. Good British choppers.
Well, as you can see, he's a very fine slab of British beef, and he's exactly the kind of man to be taking wrestling and working as an ambassador abroad.
Nice
Did you feel that, Mike? I know I did.
Nice drop kick by Gary Steele.
And I know Sinn did.
But Sinn kicks out. He's still waiting. He's waiting a bit too long now. We're in the last minute of the match. Sinn really needs to do something now.
Yeah, exactly. But what, Mike? We've seen him make one move so far on Gary, and Gary's smiled all the way through, I seem to recall.
Well, Gary hasn't hurt Sinn much. He's dominated the match, but Sinn's been hanging in there.
Well, JJ's keeping a close look on that face now. Now that hurts, doesn't it? That's a face of pain.
That was before the paint went on.
And this is Gary going for the big finish inside. No, just pulled out. Just a few seconds left now. Gary's absolutely walked his way through this particular fight.
Sinn going into the crucifix now. Sinn kicks out again.
Yeah, the 3 points would have been great, but if this goes all the way, it's 2 in the bag for Gary Steele. Great start for his challenge.
Sinn may have left it too long.
There you go, 2 points in the bag for Gary
after
Steele.
the bell, that's a cruel blow. That's bad sportsmanship.
I think that just puts a final flourish on what was a fabulous victory. What?
Here is your
I'm
winner,
sorry.
Sinn.
Not only does he throw Gary Steele's arm down, he then throws Sinn's arm up.
Well, you can't make the referee lift your arm.
That is a ridiculous decision as well. No, I'm sorry, this man has refereed before, Mike, has he, JJ Rivers? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, remember, he's seeing the match from a different angle than we are, Mark.
Perhaps with his eyes shut as well, would that be right? I don't know how was that a victory for the American. I can't see it.
Sinn held in there the whole way.
Controversy in the ring as Sinn is given the win and 2 points thanks to that highly questionable refereeing decision.